Hi, this is Terry Gregory. I'm here with Ben Beach, CEO of Eagle Eye, and we're discussing today shop floor management. Ben, there's always confusion and chaos on the shop floor. You got hundreds and hundreds of parts running around. That people are looking for the parts. They're trying to get them all together to build the products, and it's just utter chaos a lot of times in shops. How does Eagle Eye address that to have a smooth operation and know where the stuff is?
Well, our system pulls that data from engineering. We don't care if it's an individual person or an individual part. Eagle Eye looks at whatever that information is from engineering. Within the process, we track all of it. So you can easily identify it.
Got it. So let me get this right. When the parts, are done in engineering says, okay, we're going to go to the beam saw, we're going to go to a router. I might even want to go cut them on a table saw or a tiger stop. Once I get the part at the first stage, then Eagle Eye knows it's there, and then we track it all the way through the different stages of the factory. Is that correct?
Yep, that's correct. We can assign the rules for the parts and track that information directly from your engineering system.
Fantastic. Can you also, if you have more complex objects, versus simple, can I route the complex parts or objects to a more advanced assembler so they know what they're doing with them, and the simple stuff goes to a different assembler?
As long as the engineering team is able to provide you with that information, absolutely.
Fantastic. Another problem a lot of times is whenever you're ready to assemble the job or the cabinet, I'm missing a part, and so now I've got to hold up and got to go over and manually tell engineering, hey, this one part's damaged or I can't find it. Can you find the file number and run it again? And those take a lot of time and money actually to get those parts redone. And then you got to get it back over to assembly so you can actually assemble the cabinet, get it out there and get it on the truck. So it's a pretty costly process. Does Eagle Eye track the damaged or missing parts as they flow through the factory, and can alert like engineering or whoever that we need to do something, and so we have a better idea of is all our parts there?
It sure does, Terry. In fact, Eagle Eye tracks using barcodes. So we'll have like a subtraction method, for instance, in the system. You've got all the parts and pieces. You scan the part. When it's done, it subtracts it. It asks you or prompts you, is that part damaged or where things are at? It tracks sub-assemblies, assemblies, the jobs, and it links it all together. So not only does Eagle Eye track those parts, allow you to use barcodes or even if RFID chips if you want, but it then notifies a work cell manager or a person of the remakes that are needed immediately, puts those remakes on a priority path, and gets those assemblies completed for that cabinet. Full reporting on the total remakes in a time period, reason for remakes, and the cost associated to the remakes are all logged based on what your employees put in.
That's amazing. Now you mentioned, barcoding versus RFID, and RFID is really cutting edge technology, and I see you showed me an example a few weeks ago of one about the size of a dime, and it's amazing now that you can stick that chip on there, and as you run through the factory, a reader can actually see that RFID chip and automatically track it. But at the big picture level, is a wired or wireless scanner the same equivalent of an RFID, or is the RFID just eliminating the need to scan? It'll do it automatically for you. Is that correct?
It can do either. We can automatically scan with the RFID chip. So the wireless chip basically gets scanned automatically as you're processing through a machine, or you can walk up to that bin or full assembly and scan all the parts and pieces right away. It's a bit different from the manual barcoding process that you would see.
Amazing. And RFID is really coming down not only on the cost of the actual chip, but also, of course, the equipment needed to read and write the RFID systems. It's really going to change our industry substantially in the next 5 to 10 years.
That's right, Terry. We're seeing a huge demand for it.
Exactly. Well, I very much appreciate your time, and I look forward to a deeper dive discussion on shop floor.
Thank you, Terry.
Thank you.